Oh,
bee in there.
there's a bee in her bonnet right there. Come on. But I did it on purpose.
On purpose?
Yep, I worked with bees without my gloves, because when you get stung, it kind of helps build your immunity against it. And actually, there's people who have like MS and things like that. They found it's actually a help for them to, they will purposely have a bee sting them. Today? Yesterday, don't worry about yesterday. So there's another smell. It's the smell of bananas that is very close to the smell of, this is a bad guy smell.
Mom.
So if you didn't have any this morning, then don't worry about it.
Thank goodness I didn't, because they were on the table and I was
Oh my
interested.
goodness,
So your job will be to smoke her, so you can hold it with two hands like this, or you can hold it with one hand like this with your glove. And notice the way the wind is blowing. There we go. So your job is to poof. So when I say, here's the box, and when I say, go ahead and give me a quick smoke, if this is the edge of the box or something, if you get too close, you'll burn the bees and kill them. So if you're back a little bit, then you can do smoke. Notice, say this is the box here, right? This is the edge of the box. If I do it like this, smoke's going to go across the top. If I do it like this, I'm missing the whole box altogether.
Yeah.
So when I say just some quick smoke, you go like this, and then stop. And if I say some more, then you'll do it again. But notice that I'm 8 to 9 inches away from.
So like if this was the top.
If this was the top.
Okay,
box.
gotcha.
So, all right. And they'll just brush off. So that's that. And I'll also give you something called a hive tool. So this is used for prying, either prying the frames up or prying the boxes apart from one another. I'm going to put that right in there. All right. Give it a puff every once in a while just to keep air. If you turn it sideways real quick and look at the bottom, you'll see a little hole at the bottom. So every time you puff, it's blowing a little bit of air into the bottom of this and shooting the air through the top, which kind of keeps the fire going, keeps the smoke going. And we shouldn't have any problem. We're not. They're still building resources, and that's why they need the sugar water, because they're building comb. They're trying to build their home right now.
I'm just interested to see what it looks like.
Yeah. Well, we'll get a look. So come around here.
Here?
Yeah. You typically don't want to stand in front of the entrance. Not that they would do anything to you, but that's where they're coming in and out. So that's where they're going to be bothered that you're there. So I want you to watch this. So at night, there's no bees coming out of here. So come to this side.
Yes.
You don't need a bee suit for this.
Oh.
So you will just lift this up a little bit and see how I bring the edge up, and just scrape it. You're scraping any bees off that are at the end. Okay? Notice there's some bees in there now. Okay, go ahead and give some puffs across the entrance and down in the opening. There you go. Now go on. You'll want to go on the other side and puff, right, so that the smoke goes this way. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. And we can give this to Dolly, and she can fill it up with that sugar water. There's no bees here. So go fill that up, okay? And
Here's Daddy. He's shaking up that sugar for the bee. For the bees. You got so many bees up there now, Daddy. They're already making honey.
I want you to do a puff of smoke. Don't be too close so you don't burn them. Go ahead and smoke the crack.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, there's so
Smoke it
many.
again. Good, that's good. All right. So I will take off the inner cover.
Oh,
Now,
Oh, wow.
it
if
fell
you
down.
notice, okay, all right, that's all right. That's okay. They have started building attached to this this side on their own. So that's a little bit of a problem for us, but
It
not
is?
too bad. Not too bad because it's a problem because they started their own instead of using the foundation that we gave them. See how their butts are in there? That's because you smoke. So go ahead and smoke across the top. Okay, and then closer to this edge so it goes right across the top of the thing. There you go. All right. So it's going to bother them that I just disturbed this. So let me just put this here. Okay, that's good. And you can see that a lot of them smoke the area. There you go, perfect. All right, Dolly. Probably want to back up. What I'm doing is taking some sugar water. I'm spraying this. I'm also going to spray the bees, and I should have done this before I tapped it, because they get wet with sugar water, and then they can't fly very well because their wings are wet. And that will keep them close to the hive. So
the yellow part, did they build that themselves?
they built all this themselves.
I meant in the flat thing.
These frames, these are called foundations. So these are pre-made cells that helps them start, because there's a lot of wax that's needed just to build what they built. And if you notice, this is bee pollen. It's also called bee bread. Yeah, because that's the bread for the babies. You see that looks like a little peanut butter in there? Yeah, that's not peanut butter. That is pollen from flowers that they've gotten. Sometimes it'll be a brightly colored pollen. But this is a good sign that they're building up top in the hive.
So the queen's in there. So.
I haven't seen any eggs yet, so we'll have to see about that.
Is that what we're checking for?
Yes, we will. We're going to open the lower box, and we're also going to remove. Oh, look at that! See how they're starting?
Yeah.
There, that's a good sign. Let me encourage them to do. That's okay. No smoke for a little bit. Alrighty. Oh, this is a good frame to show you. They have started. They start in the middle and then work to the outside. So look at this. This is what I really want you to see.
Oh wow.
So there's a frame. They started building on the frame.
That's
On this side, not so much.
They build it so
They
fast.
started
So.
building their own a little bit on here. All right. So there. I'm just gonna. That's some of the honey. That's not honey. That's just comb. But they're starting to fill this with honey.
Yeah, I see that.
See that? There, they're
That
starting
one
to
was
fill
the one I
that
was
with honey.
looking at.
But I want them to put the comb on here, so that's why I'm scraping this wax off, because I don't want the comb to grow out. I want them to grow it on here, grow their hive on there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna put that back. Okay, one smoke over the top. Okay, good. All right. Ready?
Oh man, one of them just tried to get to
Thing. Okay, general smoke, especially by the entrance. Okay, in front of my face. Don't be afraid to get down in there, right there. There you go. One more time, a little lower. Good, perfect. All right. Okay. This is called a queen excluder. So the bees are a little smaller than the queen, so they can all come through here, but the queen can't get through there. All right. So is she done with her sugar water fill up?
Mom, you got the sugar water filled up?
Yeah.
Okay. So at night, you won't worry about any bees flying around because they're not going to come out at night. All right. So here you have a full jar, and you're just going to come up and put it right in there, and you're good. When the jar's empty, you pick it up just a little bit like this, tilt it, and then scrape any bees that are off there, and then go around and fill it up. Okay, so it's that simple. It's that simple.
The bees trying to pick up the dead bee.
Yes, that's how they clean their hive, because they don't want dead bodies in their hive. Right? You wouldn't either want a dead body in your home.
I would not.
So they try to take all the dead bodies out. And
So how do you keep the spiders from getting in there?
well, they can push them out, but sometimes with spiders, they don't have a way to push them out of the top because there's no hole in the top to push them out of. So I want to show you something that I don't know if you understood what I was talking about. Okay, see, notice this is deeper here
Yes.
than it is here. So the deep part sits on the top of the hive.
There we
Alrighty.
go. All
I
right.
get a smoker, and then what I do is I just throw this in this metal box, ammunition box.
Will it stop the smoke?
Yes, it will, because it's airtight. It's airtight, and so the smoke will go out, and I don't have to worry about anything catching fire, in the vehicle or anything.
Yeah.
So you can take your suit off.
They won't come after me again?
Nah. If we had sweat dripping inside the hive, then I may want to get further away, just depending. But these are nice bees. They're happy bees.
Happy bees, Lisa.
Yeah, we got lots of cilantro.
And not cilantro, but lavender. You also sprayed lavender on there.